C Smoke. Today we're going to be doing a smoked sticky rib. So it's going to be pretty good and interesting because we've never done it before. We're going to be using these seasonings. What I did was mix these three together to get my own flavor I was looking for. So we're going to get these seasoned up and get them on the smoker. Smoker at 250 degrees. We're going to try to keep it around 250 to 275 throughout the cook. So let's get these ribs on. Alright, we're going to let them cook until they get about an internal temperature of 160 degrees internal. Then we'll wrap them and get them tenderized. We are at 156 degrees. We're going to go ahead and pull these in around. Okay, again, the ribs are at 156 degrees, right at 160, so we're going to go ahead and wrap these. We got Josie here. She's going to be my helping hand here in just a second. Let's get the first layer down anyway. We're going to put a little layer of brown sugar. That. Brown sugar sticking everywhere. And my honey ain't open. How about that? Now we're going to put a little bit of honey. Okay. Yes, Josie will be helping me in a minute because I'm fixing to get my hands extra dirty with grabbing them ribs. Come out. That was toast. Alright. Now I'm going to lay the ribs and meat side down on top of that concoction. Alright, Josh. Get another handful of brown sugar down. And yes, I made sure she cleaned her hands. Okay, that'll be good. Put a little bit of honey on top of it. You got this little honey trick from the TV show Barbecue Pit Masters. Johnny Trigg done this a lot with his ribs, and we tried it one time and it tastes really good. Do it. Alright, now skeet some butter on here. wrap these up. Get them good and tight. Go ahead and rip off some more foil there, Jesse. Always best when you're doing ribs, you know, to try to get the extra large foil so it's good. I keep on. But get, you know, the large foil. That way, you've got plenty of room. Get the wrap good. But get it good and tight when you wrap it. You don't want none of that moisture to get out. So get these ribs good and tender. Okay, we're going to go get these back on the smoker, and we're going to set them meat side down to kind of help them tenderize. Okay, my ribs are finished up. They're ready to be passed on. Total cook time was just a touch over 4 hours. I smoked them for 2.5 hours till they hit 160 degrees internal, which I think was actually 156. I wrapped them. I smoked them, put them back on the smoker for another 1.5 hours till they hit about 180 degrees. Then I unwrapped them, stuck them back on there, just let them dry out. This is what they look like now. Now I'm going to pass them off to Katie. She's here now, back from work. And we're going to get these fried and put our sticky sauce on it.
Hi guys, it's dinner time again. We're going to, as Gary said, we're making some smoked fried sticky ribs tonight because he forgot to tell y'all we're making them fried. Yes, I said fried. We're making smoke fried sticky ribs. So now I'm home from work, woohoo, yay! And I'm gonna make the sauce to go on our sticky ribs before we start frying them. Alright, so we decided we were going to make a cherry sauce. So I've got some cherry preserves that I'm going to use. Are we using this whole jar or what? I don't know. I think I'm going to have to just save me a little bit just so I can have some on some toast or something. Because it's pretty good. Alright, so I'm going to move that. I'm going to put a little bit of fat in here just because, hey, butter tastes good. And not only that, it'll give it a little bit of silky touch to it. And plus I'm going to put something hot in there and spicy. So that'll help cut down on that a little bit too. Because I have some organic cherry preserves. So they don't have as much sugar in it. So the butter will help with some of the spiciness I'm going to use. So I'm probably going to use about a tablespoon of the butter. And just to let y'all know, let me see, I have a 11-ounce jar. I probably used maybe 8 ounces of it or so, I would say, is what I used in there. And I have some sambal, which is spicy and it's a chili paste. And it has garlic in it, so that way we'll have a little garlic flavor in there also. I only have a little bit of this left. I would say it's probably about 2 tablespoons, so I'm just going to go ahead and pour the rest of it. And then if it's still like way too spicy or something, then I'll just add some more of the preserves in it. And then no toast for me, but okay. So I'm just going to pour the rest of all that I have left in there. So I need to put that on my shopping list. And I'm going to use a lemon wedge. Let me get the seeds out here. And I'm going to use this to put a little acid in the sauce also. So I'm going to squeeze one of those in there. Here you go. And I'm going to wash my hands because, you know, accidents happen when you have lemon juice all over you and you put it in places you shouldn't. Alright, all clean. So, okay, now I'm going to turn on the burner and start heating this up. And get it hot. And once it starts melting and mixing together, then I'm going to do a little taste test. And then I'm going to get Gary to do a little taste test to make sure it's about where we want it, heat-wise and sweet-wise. And then we'll decide if we want to put some seasoning in here too. How about let me get... We're going to give me a napkin here to put my spoon on because, as I tell everybody else, please don't tear up my copper pots with metal spoons. So I need to set an example by yelling at them by not doing it to not do it myself. Alright, so let me set that to the side. And hey, I didn't use that spoon. Yay, $1 dish. Alright. Now this is starting to get hot. And, well, I said one less dish. I think I was a liar. I gotta have something to taste the sauce with. Ooh, you can smell that sambal because you can smell the garlic and everything in it. And as you see it's getting liquidy there. So the sugars are breaking down. It's getting like a syrup. And it should be pretty good and thin in a minute. And then that'll make it easier to pour over our fried smoked ribs. Yummy, yummy. Let me turn this down because I don't want to boil it or anything. So now I'm going to try it, and it's really hot, so make sure you blow your stuff. Don't just go sticking things out of your pot in your mouth without checking. It'd be hot. Not bad, it's a little sweet.
Well, that's what we're looking for.
Yeah, but that's a little too sweet. So what you think?
No, I think it's okay.
Okay, you're good with it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I guess we are good with it. So
you can feel that little bit of heat on the back end.
Okay. So as you can see, other than just a tiny bit of my butter, oh yeah, you can feel that heat now. It is pretty much all dissolved now, and it's just like liquid. So that's what we're going to use to coat our ribs with. Alright, so let me get everything set up to fry our ribs. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, now we're ready to fry our smoked ribs. And yes, I know they say Southerners love to fry everything. But just to let y'all know, I don't fry everything. But I am frying this today. So I got some flour here, just regular all-purpose flour with just a little bit of salt and pepper in it. I don't know, it's probably a cup, maybe a cup and a half. I'm just doing enough just to bread my ribs with. And here is our ribs that my husband smoked earlier on the smoker. And we're just going to go ahead and dust them down with the all-purpose flour. And I've already got my vegetable oil hot, which I don't know what temperature it's at. I'm sure it's around 350 or so. I got it on hot. So we're going to just dust those off and stick them in the fryer. And they should fry probably 3 minutes or so, I'm assuming, because the ribs are already done. We're just kind of like frying and crusting them up. And phew, I'll make a mess of myself. Okay, and just remember when you are frying things, especially when you do cold things, once you put the cold stuff in there, your oil temperature does come down. But my ribs are at room temperature, so it shouldn't bring my temperature of my oil down too much. But another good tip to remember too, even if you have a large pot or a large pan you're frying in, do not overcrowd your pan, because then, you know, things start sticking together and your breading gets soggy and stuff like that, and you don't want that. So that's enough that I have in there, and I'm going to flip them over in just a minute. But I'm going to go ahead and, you know, bread another couple of ribs. That way they'll be good to go whenever I pull the first batch out. Probably do about 2 here, because that's about all I can fit in my bowl. And hey, I have flour everywhere, but you know, sometimes when you're cooking you make a mess. Let me wash my hands. Alright, and I am going to check these and flip over this set. And they're getting even more brown than they were coming out of the smoker. Like I said, we're not trying to really like cook the meat. We're just really trying to fry up and brown the crust on it, because we've already, you know, cooked the meat. And yeah, you'll just have to do them in batches and, you know, do a little bit at a time. Okay guys, we have all our ribs fried, and now we're ready to make them sticky. We got our sauce here. Now it's nice and warm and liquidy, so we're going to pour this over and make sure everybody gets some loving. All right, mix it around a little bit and we'll do some more.
They're done.
Sauce coming at me.
Yeah, that one.
Okay. And there's the rest of our cherry sauce we made. And I want to.
I'm gonna rig it up.
No, we don't got to. We got plenty of sauce on there, but I would like to. Look at that mess I made. Give me a napkin and set this on. Look at me. I'm just. Yeah, here. Take this. I'm making a mess. Look at there. Okay. There we go. It's Daddy's turn to do dishes.
Let's see how it tastes.
Okay, now I got them all sauced up. Now here comes the taste test. I'll be really hot.
Yeah, it's kind of good and warm here. That's pretty good.
It's pretty good?
Mm-hmm. Real good.
Good. Alright guys, I hope y'all have a great night and enjoy cooking, and we'll see you next time.